Yo, what's going on, guys? It is time for another reaction video, and today I'm going to be venturing into Chile. So Chile food tour, top foods you need to try in Chile. Looking forward to this, and let's just get straight into it.
We ate some incredible foods while in Chile, so we wanted to really quickly walk you through the top local Chilean foods you need to try if you visit Chile. Let's start with one of our favorites, Chilean ceviche. Ceviche is a traditional Chilean dish of raw fish that is cured in citrus juice. We were actually pretty scared to try raw fish, but it turned out to be amazing. It's tender, juicy, and bursting with acidity, and is often served with vegetables like sweet potatoes or giant corn. If you're in Chile, you gotta try it. Fresh ceviche is probably one of the most refreshing foods out there.
I'm not big on seafood. And specifically not really big on shrimp at all. I'll try some fishes here and there, but even though I'm a fairly picky eater, if I'm out like on a vacation or a trip, I will venture out of my comfort zone and try things. So if I'm at a place and they're serving ceviche, then I might try it, but it's probably not going to be like my top choice. But even with all that being said, even though it's not my my cup of tea per se, that does look tasty. I don't know if that's just because I'm hungry right now, but the presentation of it and everything does look fantastic.
Not a fan of fish? Then you need to make a point to try some of the iconic street food Chile is known for. One of the most famous street foods is the Chilean take on a hot dog called a completo. No trip to Chile is completo without a completo. Technically this is an Italiano, but we're just gonna call it a completo because it's basically just a hot dog with a bunch of toppings on it, so we'll give it a go. Mostly just tastes like guacamole, which is okay with me.
We've learned it's called an Italiano because it has the three colors of the Italian flag. So it's got red for the tomatoes, green for the guacamole, and white for, I think it's mayonnaise. It looks like a lot of mayonnaise. I don't know why it's not called the Mexican flag, but it's the Italiano.
Interesting.
I haven't even gotten to the hot dog. The toppings are amazing. That's really good guacamole.
So I will say, I think I like the Seattle dog better than we had while we were in Seattle. This just feels a little too hot doggy, whereas that felt like something grilled and fresh, but this is still pretty good.
Sadly, the completo is nearly completo.
We got our completo in the capital city of Santiago, so if you're passing through Santiago, be sure to check out our top things to do in Santiago video, which we'll link up here as well. Next on our list is the churrasco sandwich. This sandwich has thin cut steak, and the meat is incredibly tender. Usually this sandwich will come with some sauce or a tomato to add some freshness to it. Every restaurant seems to have its own take on this classic sandwich, and it never seems to disappoint. This was one of our favorites while visiting Chile.
And if you're looking for something to wash down
That one looks a little bit more up my alley. I'm not big on hot dogs either. I didn't want to say it right off just because I don't want to sound like a negative, but I am a picky eater, and I don't typically eat hot dogs in general. This one looked a lot tastier though. This other sandwich.
churrasco with, a pisco sour will do the trick. Pisco is a special kind of brandy made from distilling grapes, and believe it or not, pisco sour is actually the national drink of Chile. We have pisco all over the country, and it's a great drink to try.
It looks
Pisco
yummy.
sour. Oh wow, it's really good. It's almost like a melted like lollipop roll, and there's actually powdered sugar on the rim. I thought it was like a salt base, but that's really good.
I would probably try that.
I actually haven't had anything like that before. Another food you need to try in Chile is mancar. Mancar is a sweet and sticky caramel that's often served warm, and you'll find it everywhere in Chile. You can buy it from street vendors or from higher end restaurants, and it's amazing no matter what you dip in it or what you put it on. Man, oh man, do I wish we had this in the States.
Next up on our list is machas a la parmigiana. This was a dish I was actually kind of scared to try because I'm not a huge fan of shellfish, but it was actually incredible. This dish is essentially saltwater clams that are coated in a ton of Parmesan cheese. They're baked to perfection and are amazing. Next up on our list is a South American.
I can't do shellfish at all. Like at all. I've tried it once. That's not for me. I don't care how much cheese you put on it. I just can't do it.
Staple, and that is empanadas. You can buy these delicacies at just about any 7-Eleven style.
Empanadas are yummy. I love empanadas.
Style shop on the street. Our favorite empanada spot was in Valparaiso at a place called Delicias Express, so be sure to check them out while in town. And speaking of Valparaiso, we actually have a whole video covering the top things to do in Valparaiso, as well as a video on how to get from Santiago to Valparaiso, so be sure to check those out if you're interested. So we stopped at Delicia Express, where there's over 100 empanada flavors, and we are so excited to try them. I kind of forget what we ordered, so we're just gonna dive in.
Delicia Express, 100 options. That would be a cool place to check out for sure.
Since arriving in Chile, we've had several different empanadas, and these ones I think have the best shell we've ever had. It's almost like a croissant, like how flaky it is. Definitely some oil to it, which adds just like a little bit of smoothness to it. And the insides, I think this one I have right now is goat cheese, basil. It's kind of like a calzone, but like 1,000 times better. These are some of the best empanadas I've ever had. They're so good. And if you're like me and have a massive sweet tooth, you're going to need to try Tres Leches cake while in Chile. This is another wildly popular dessert in Chile, and it's made of a light and spongy cake that actually soaks up some of the cream. This was so delicious. Another thing you need to try in Chile is papas fritas. And while papas fritas are often just French fries, Chile takes us to a whole nother level. There's actually restaurants in Chile dedicated strictly to serving papas fritas, where they're served almost like poutine, with lots of different sauces and combinations to drizzle on top. So
That looks so yummy.
be sure to ask for a fork because these are as delicious as they are messy. We have papas fritas here, recommended to us by a local. It seems like the line was out the door, so this seemed the thing to get. We thought we ordered something with cheese, and it obviously does not look like we conveyed that properly. First bite here. It's almost like a yogurt with chives. That's really good.
So that's all we have for our top foods you need to try while visiting Chile. And next up, we'll be heading to Peru. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along with our adventures there. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Adios.
What is the name of the channel? Sharing the Road. If you guys want to see more from these guys, go check out Sharing the Road. And this is my first time reacting to one of their videos. I really like the presentation of their videos. I hope you guys don't copyright strike me. I plan to watch more videos in the future. And it was a great video. I know I didn't maybe come across that way because I had disagreements with some of the food choices, but hey, that's what's available there, and you guys are just sharing what y'all tried. I just happen to be a picky eater. But yeah, Chile looks like it's fun and got some great food. If you guys are new here, tell me some other videos I should check out from Chile, whether it's food, culture, music, history, anything and everything there is to know about Chile. Leave me some comments below. Make sure to include some video links if you can. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.